thanks for joining us.
No
Tell us about last night to begin with, the experience.
Yeah, it was hard. I guess long story short, I was voted out. I guess, but in the bottom three, and then what was that make me the ninth person to leave the show? I guess. Yeah, and it's hard because there's probably no one else I would have hated more to be paired with. Get 5, but in saying that, there's probably no one else I would have rather have lost to. They're amazing, they're talented, and they're going to go far regardless. I'm disappointed that I'm obviously no longer in the show. I think that I had, and I'm not saying it's not based on talent, because it is, it obviously is, but it just drives home the fact that people need to vote, I guess, and that's what I'm disappointed about. I feel like the country had sort of should have realised that with Tay, and then had a second chance with Morehouse, and then third time round, still not getting it.
Yeah, I was surprised that Gap 5 were in the bottom 3. Was that the same for you?
I was also, yeah, and it wasn't till I think it was Benny had left. Was it Benny? Benny had left, and then there was Fletch there. I think so. I can't remember how it went. So there's Fletch and I thought, crap. And then Fletcher was sent home, and then I just went, crap. Like, I've got to be up against them.
Sounds like you've got a very close relationship with Stan. What's he like as a mentor, and has that relationship kind of developed throughout?
Yeah, it is. He's amazing. He just invests so much of himself into everything. Like, and I don't even think he realised that it would get to this point, to the extent that he's putting in to us. But it has got to that point. And he was saying, like, we caught up last night, and he was just saying, amidst all the show and what have you, and songs and music in general, he's just like, you're actually my brother now. So and that meant a lot, I guess. And it's he's been the best mentor, and I think all the other groups know that. All the other categories know that. And they also, I'm sure they all wish they had Stan as well. But
he's very emotionally involved in it, isn't he?
He is.
You could
on
see
every
that.
level. You
could definitely see that. So tell us a bit more about your background, what you did before X Factor.
What was I doing before X Factor? So work-wise, I was a kohanga teacher. So I was doing, and that was in my 5th year of that. And that was just my sort of 9 to 5 job. And then on a 2 days a week, I was also a vocal tutor for a Good Time Music Academy in Wellington. And then when every weekend I'm in a load of different bands and do a lot of different session work and freelance work as a singer, and have worked on various films, and I sung for some weird things like website launches and library openings, and just really from one extreme to the other. And then I work in an originals band called Soul Servant, and so I had to I've put a bit on hold to be here, and I guess I could resume those when I get back.
So is that what your plans are once?
For the now, I think I'm just going to take a week off and just sleep. It sounds like the plan for now. But otherwise, I think just go back. I'm not going to stop working for the minute. I think, well, really, if I wasn't working, I'd just be sitting around doing nothing. And I think that'll give me too much time to think about it, and I think I'll sink into depression or something. But probably still work for now, obviously. Just keep doing what I do, and I guess half of me is hoping, maybe also expecting, but you can't always assume, but that things will happen. People will, perhaps maybe get different offers for different things. So that's what I'm hoping.
Who are your picks to be in the top 2 or to even win the competition?
It's hard, It's so hard. I think everyone's so capable of winning for different reasons. I've been a Cassie fan since day one. Amidst whatever anyone said about her, I think she, for her age, she's got an amazing voice, and I think if she sounds amazing now at 14, what's she going to sound like when she's 18, 19? She can only get better. She can only get better. So Cassie, big fan of Whenua. I think I think there were a lot of comparisons between him and I. But I'm so glad that he's still in the competition. For that reason. And who else? I think, Anna, I think she's got what it takes as well. I think she's got everything going for her. She's got a great voice, a great look. I think, obviously there's things everyone needs to work on. to be the best they can be. But yeah, and I'm also Get 5 and Morehouse fans. Yeah.
Yeah. So what would, out of the whole experience, what would be the highlight for you?
The highlight for me, there's so many, but one highlight was just meeting the contestants. You can never, I guess the country wouldn't understand how close we all are. We pretty much live together in the hotel. We're all in the same corridor. We all, we're in each other's rooms all the time. Yeah. We're always in Get 5's room using their microwave. I think, it was meeting the contestants, and that's probably the hardest thing about leaving, is leaving the contestants. Yeah. And I've had to rearrange a lot of my life to suit the show, and that's been okay. I've been willing to do that, but now now I've got to readjust again and rearrange everything to how it used to be. I guess. Yeah.
So obviously, all you and the contestants, you said you're like a family living in that corridor in the hotel.
Absolutely.
What are some of the other contestants like? Is there any cheeky ones or any lazy ones, anything like that?
Oh, Tom's got to be the cheeky one. Everyone. What you see on TV with Tom is actually how he is. He actually has no filter. Anything he says, anything he thinks, he'll say. Yeah. And that's what I love about him in particular is just his realness. What you get is what you see. Yeah. He's not going to put on a front because and that's bold and it's courageous, and that's why I think people are what attracts people to him as well. Is it's just his rawness as well. I think Rory from Morehouse is one of the funniest people I've ever met. Yeah. He's amazing, man. I don't know if you guys realise this, but I was discovered on Twitter that Marley from Morehouse and I were actually cousins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My auntie married his uncle. So, yeah. And we just found that out last week, I think. Yeah, so that was crazy. Yeah. Actually, yeah. But no, they're all amazing, all awesome guys. So yeah, they were all awesome.